So I had a lot of fun putting that video response together the last time out. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to look for another one of those should something come down the pike. And it did. It actually was about a month ago. RJ Collect Sets issued a challenge. Kind of goes like this.
I want to challenge you all to create your all-time greatest team from your team.
Accepted. Okay. I'm putting my team together. Are you ready for this? I'm going to start at catcher and then work my way around. My catcher would be Bill Freehand. Here's the stats. My alternative catcher would be Lance Parrish. Here is my first baseman. It's Miguel Cabrera. Take a look at these stats. My alternative first baseman would be Darrell Evans. Playing second base, Charlie Gehringer. Take a look at those stats. The mechanical man. My alternative for second base would be Lou Whitaker. Sweet Lou, the original. Playing third base, George Kell. Love this picture. He's in Tiger Stadium. You can see the gem razor blade sign back behind him. Third base for the Detroit Tigers, the RJ Collect Sets challenge here. It's George Kell. My alternative for third base would be Carlos Guillen. All right. My favorite ball player of modern times is this guy. Alan Trammell. At shortstop. Hall of Famer. This is my favorite Alan Trammell card. I've got a ton of Alan Trammell cards. I can't tell you how many hundreds I have of different cards because I'm a Trammell collector. I got just about all of them, I think. This is my favorite. My alternative at shortstop would be Billy Rogel. He's in the Detroit Tigers Hall of Fame. Okay, now this guy played first base most of his career, but he did play the outfield, including left field, and that's where I'm putting him on this team. I do not have any playing days cards of Hank Greenberg. But here's Hank. He is my left fielder. Hall of Famer. Look at the stats. You might think, wow, how did this guy get in the Hall? Well, those are pretty good stats for just about anybody. But imagine all the years he didn't play because he was in the military service during World War II. If he'd have played those 4 years, I think it's 4, maybe it's 3, his stats would be way, 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 way more impressive. My alternative to left field, Goose Goslin. Another Hall of Famer. Playing center field, another ball player I do not have any playing days cards of. And these, a couple of cards I have in this are from the Detroit News box set, which I absolutely love. They look like little newspapers. It's Ty Cobb. There's my center fielder. I think you probably know all about him. Those stats should speak volumes. My alternative to center field would be Chet Lemon, the late Chet Lemon. We just lost him last year. He was a solid defender and a good hitter. All right. Okay, right fielder. Was there ever any wonder? Al Kaline, my right fielder, Hall of Famer. Check out the stats there. over 3,000 hits, youngest ball player to ever win the batting championship, and is my all-time favorite baseball player. Now, the ball player I would have as his alternative is also a great ball player, and he's in the Hall as well with some really nice stats. Take a look at him. It's Sam Crawford. Man, he was good. Great ball player. I wanted to include a really nice card of him, so it's a gorgeous turkey red. All right. My manager. This was a hard one. RJ. My manager is going to be Sparky Anderson, though. Kind of went with Jim Leyland at first. I thought, Huey Jennings. Let's go back to Sparky. I stuck with Sparky. We do not have an alternative, but out of those two that I mentioned, you can choose one on your own. All right, let's get started on the pitchers because there are a bunch of them. And I'm going to start, I'm going to go from the oldest pitchers up to the newer pitchers. George Dawes. Look at the stats on him. I found this guy when I was playing Immaculate Grid, and I was wrong on something, and I just started to research the Tiger pitchers, and this guy came up, and I did kind of a deep dive, and I was so impressed with him. He was my first pick on this team. All right, second pitcher. This is the wide pen, Gaudies, Tommy Bridges. An excellent pitcher for years. You can check those stats. Instrumental in getting the team to the World Series back in the 40s. All right, next pitcher. I have a couple of cards of Hal Newhouser that are older than this, but he's playing with the Indians in them, and I didn't want to put the Indians up there. No offense to Indian fans, but it's a Tiger team right here. But here's Hal Newhouser. He threw a couple of no-hitters. Great pitcher for the Tigers. Hall of Famer as well. Next one. You'll notice a couple of these, actually more than a couple. I pulled these all out of the same binder, and they are autographs of some of the pitchers. Actually players, but not just pitchers. Mickey Lolich, 1968 card. This guy was very impressive. All I heard, back when the Giants won the World Series a few years ago was Madison Bumgarner. Check this guy out. He hit home runs in the World Series. He hit a home run in the World Series. Started a ton of games, pitched almost all of them. He was great in 68. Mickey Lolich on my team for the RJ Collects Sets VR. Next pitcher, one of the favorites right here in Michigan. This is Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. I know a lot of people don't like that ERA that he has that got him, still got him into the Hall of Fame. But if you were ever around watching him play, he was dominant all the time. And take a look at how many different teams he was with that went to the series. Minnesota, Toronto, Detroit. He was good. And on my team, he'd be great. Okay, the next one is a guy that's still playing. And the stats that he has, when you look at these stats, remember, that's just for right now in 2025. 2026 is coming up for Max Scherzer. Max is going to finish really high in some of those stats and will be a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame right off the bat. All right. The other guy that you might recognize right away is this guy, Justin Verlander. Here's the stats. Everybody loves Justin. Never got a World Series title in Detroit, but he did get one in Houston. So we're very thankful for that, being Detroit fans. We just wish you could have got one here. All right, this next pitcher is currently on the Tigers as we speak. If you're watching this later into the year in 2026, he might be with somebody else. I certainly hope not. Tarek Skubal. Now, his stats are incomplete. He's just been pitching just for a little while. Here's my relief squad. John Hiller. When they first started up with relief pitchers, those are guys that are relieving, the starters, and getting stats for it. That really wasn't a big thing years ago. But when it did just start up in the 70s, I think, early 70s, late 60s, he was a league leader many times, and actually set the record for saves. It's been broken many times since, but he was that guy. I mean, look at these stats. Look at the ERA. John Hiller. And my last card, reliever extraordinaire, 1984 team, Willie Hernandez. He was unhittable during the 1984 season. He was really good. And that's it. That's my VR challenge to RJ Collect Sets. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for making that challenge, and thanks for watching. Talk soon.
Cardboard meditation helps set your mind right. Thank you for watching. Show us your appreciation by clicking the like and subscribe button. Ring the bell while you're at it so you'll know when we upload a new story.